Gina Carano is going scorched earth on Disney, and the Gina Carano lawsuit is about to explode like never before. Now, Disney's out here scrambling, trying to go ahead and block the truth and everything with bogus trade secrets, so called, to delay the Gina Carano lawsuit past the next Star Wars release. But it's not working. You see, Gina Carano is exposing the hypocrisy, the censorship, the insufferable double standards that she's torching their entire narrative. Now, this Gina Carano lawsuit isn't just a legal battle, it's a cultural reckoning. And if Disney thinks they can silence Gina Carano, they're in for the biggest meltdown that they've ever seen. Now, let's be honest. Gina Carano is back in the spotlight because Disney just pulled one of the most cringe yet desperate legal moves we've ever seen, hiding behind trade secrets to try and block Gina Carano from exposing what went down. And don't be fooled by the word agreement. This ain't a handshake deal. This is Disney throwing up every roadblock block possible to stop Carano and the Gina Carano lawsuit from gaining momentum before the next big Star Wars flop hits theaters. Now, the Mandalorian and Grogu movie is clearly on the line here, and Disney knows if Gina Carano and the lawsuit gains traction before that release, it could explode into a full-blown PR nightmare. Now, Gina Carano is trying to hold Disney accountable, and Disney is doing what they always do, trying to bury their legal sledge or bury her in their legal sledge. And this protective order, so quote unquote, they pushed through the court. It's a classic tone deaf maneuver to keep documents sealed tight. Now, Disney's acting like everything in the Star Wars vault is a sacred trade secret. Give me a break. What are they protecting? Blueprints for Kathleen Kennedy's next disaster? I mean, let's be real here. The script for Rangers of the New Republic series that doesn't even exist anymore. I mean, it's all just in the same cope to stall and frustrate Carano and keep the whole Gina Carano lawsuit against Disney from reaching public. Now, everyone sees it and stuff, okay? Everyone knows what's up. But let's be real here. The order that they filed allows them to mark all kinds of stuff as attorney's eyes only. Translation, no public access, no media, no fans, and definitely no Gina Carano getting to tell her story. Now, Disney's basically saying, trust us, this is important proprietary stuff, while totally ignoring the fact that the Gina Carano lawsuit depends on uh, getting this information out into the open. And it's a meltdown in slow motion, and it's 100% engineered to drag the Gina Carano lawsuit out until after their Grogu movie drops in May 2026. Now, this is how Disney usually play a game. Hide the ball, gaslight the public, and hope Gina Carano runs out of time and patience. Now, everybody, you tell me, is that not the most insufferable legal play you've ever seen? Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments below. And Disney basically has no intention of playing fair like they always do. You see, they want this lawsuit buried so deep that you need Lucasfilm excavation team and just to find it. And their lawyer, Dan Petrocelli, yeah, this dude actually has, a bit of a history of turning every lawsuit into a fiasco. Now, he's the same guy who flubbed the Disney versus DeSantis, war in Florida. And that legal team managed to take $1 billion advantage and absolutely wreck it. So naturally, Disney thought, hey, let's give this guy the Gina Carano lawsuit too. Let him handle it. Now, Petrocelli's entire strategy seems to delay, distract, and even derail. And why? Because Disney's terrified, okay? Not just of Gina Carano, they're terrified of what she'll expose, emails, pay disparities, behind the scenes nonsense, all of it. You see, they're scared, all right? They're so afraid of what people will see once this curtain is pulled back. And they're terrified that if all of this gets public before May 2026, it'll torch whatever little box office hope they're clinging on to. Now, I'll be honest with y'all. These people are definitely sweating, and this whole legal stunt is pure panic mode at this point. But according to the order, anything that Disney deems sensitive can be locked down tighter than the Disney vault itself. no pun intended. But only a handful of lawyers, court staff, and maybe a couple of experts can even look at the stuff. That's it. Okay. And they better sign a paper saying they won't talk about it. So no public disclosure, no public disclosure, no fair discussion, no journalist reporting. It's basically a black hole for the truth. And this is how Disney thinks they can win, by silencing information instead of just facing it. And you know what's wild? Gina Carano and her lawyers signed off on this because they had no choice. You see, they're playing the long game. They know that Disney's move is to label every email, every memo, every text as a trade secret. It's basically a scam, definitely a scam, an absolute scam. And you think also that Kathleen Kennedy's emails about, booting Gina Carano are some kind of national security issue? Nah, they just don't want anyone reading what really went down, because guess what? If the public actually saw that stuff, Disney would get destroyed in the court of public opinion, just like they deserve. You see, it's like this. Disney wants to drag this case out past May 2026. Why? Because that's when the Mandalorian and Grogu movie hits theaters. You see, they're actually counting on the whole Gina Carano lawsuit not being active when that film drops. You see, they're scared of the headlines that will actually overshadow the movie itself. Now, they don't want Gina Carano to go ahead and start dropping bombshells while the movie is in theaters. So their smart brainiac solution: stall everything, push court dates, drown Gina Carano emotions, delay. And let's not forget also who's behind Gina Carano: Elon Musk himself. Now, the idea of Musk funding the whole Gina Carano lawsuit, I mean, that's a huge PR nightmare that Disney didn't even see coming before. Now, Elon's not exactly the type to back down when it comes to, free speech. And we've seen that with his purchase of X. And if this case really exposes Disney's hypocrisy and the double standards, well, guess what? It's going to be the biggest cultural explosion since Bud Light's epic self-destruction, okay? And you all remember how that went down with Dylan Mulvaney. And let's not forget, this is really about. You see, Gina Carano got fired for speaking her mind, period. Disney can try to go ahead and spend it all they want, but the receipts are there. You see, they let other actors say way worse things online and just kept them on the payroll. But Gina Carano, I mean, let's call a spade what it is, a spade, because they fired her because her politics didn't match theirs. This whole situation actually reeks of corporate censorship and ideological bias. And now they're trying to go ahead and hide the whole evidence like it's some kind of top secret nuclear code. And you know what? It's not surprising at all, because the idea that Gina Carano was about to lead her own show, Rangers of the New Republic, is huge. Now, if that gets confirmed in court and we find out that she lost millions because Disney pulled the plug on her career for political reasons, then that's when the Gina Carano lawsuit explodes, okay? And there's no recovering from that. You see, Disney becomes the face of ideological blacklisting. It's already a huge fiasco, and if that confirmation hits the public record, well, the backlash would be biblical, okay? But at the same time, you know what? Let me just set this straight. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it straight. Kathleen Kennedy and her name is gonna come up a lot. And if they email, and if every email, Slack message, and even whispered comment gets labeled as sensitive and gets locked away, we'll know exactly what Disney's trying to hide. And the truth is, they're desperate, they're scared, they're afraid, they're nervous, they're freaking out, they're panicking. Their streaming numbers are down, their box office is collapsing, their public image is in the gutter, and they think that hiding behind a wall of lawyers is going to fix it. I mean, that's just next level cope right there. Now, the people are done, as you all know. They're done with the whole gaslighting. They're done with all the lies, and they're definitely done with woke Hollywood playing both sides of the fence, basically pretending to stand for free speech while actually firing anyone who actually steps out of line. Now, let's be real here. Gina Carano is fighting not just for herself, but for everyone who has been silenced, who's been canceled or bullied just for simply thinking different. I mean, that's what terrifies Disney and other corporations the most, because if the Gina Carano lawsuit wins, if Gina Carano wins in a lawsuit, it opens the floodgates. Now, what's sad is that it didn't have to be this way. You see, Disney could have just quietly settled. They could have just admitted that they made a bad call and simply just move on. But no, they chose to double down. Now they're stuck in this slow motion disaster led by the same legal genius who blew the Florida case so badly that it became a national punchline. And this is the same guy is he's now fumbling the Gina Carano lawsuit like it's a football made of soap, basically. Now, this trial itself is likely not even happening in September. You see, different legal experts know. I think they think it'll get pushed back even further. And every delay is is one more sign that Disney is scared to death, not of the court, but of the truth. Because once the whole Gina Carano lawsuit hits daylight, it's game over for their narrative. Okay, and every little dirty trick that they pull along the way, I mean, it just simply proves Gina Carano's point. Now, the fact that they want this to stay buried until after 2026 is the biggest red flag of all. Now, if you weren't hiding something, why delay it? Why not just go ahead and clear your name right now? Instead, they're just stalling because they know what's coming. The Gina Carano lawsuit won't just be about Gina Carano. It'll be about Disney's entire playbook. And once people see what's in that particular playbook, well, it'll definitely be a cultural reckoning. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. Be sure to smash the like button in this video if you enjoyed what sharing it. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for future notifications. And I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, peace.